Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. All right, premium members, let's look at gold futures, February 2022 contracts. Again, monthly. Why am I looking at monthly? I hope you're all beginning to see a common theme here. I'm starting with the monthly charts. Why? Because almost everything else has been violated. Look at this. Look at this. It just amazes me how many commodities and futures are just getting beaten up. Okay, lots of room to the downside for gold. 1781 and the 50 month is 1552. Okay, look at this craziness. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Now I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something here. There's something that's caught my eye. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do this on the fly with everybody watching me do it. Here we go. It's the big moment. See if we can pull it off. What is going on here? Do. What is going on? Hello. Now this is a little bit young. It's a little bit young. It's kind of, I'm not really sure this is accurate. It kind of, maybe. Yeah, just maybe. Okay. It's a little bit, it needs some more maturity here, okay? But let's see. It came up, came from above, and came down. Okay, so what do I think? Well, all right. 1700. Okay. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Monthly chart. I'm seeing some pinching action here. This is just looking like it wants to pinch. Okay, could go into 2022. Okay, that's a little ways off. Okay, 1700. I think it's doable. All right, 50 week. Let me get this. 50 month. Down over here somewhere. Okay. 1700 is like, whatever, somewhere right in the middle there. Alrighty. This is just Monstersville. Look how far above the zero it is on the MACD. Yikes, man. The commodities, guys, and gold is a commodity. It's not a futures. It's important, kind of important to understand the difference. What's the primary difference? Gonna keep it simple. Commodities, guys, you can put your hand on it. You can literally put the thing in your hand and hold it. Gold, cattle, grains. Okay? You can put your hand on it. Futures, you may or may not be able to put your hand on it. S&P 500 futures contracts, it's, puff. It's a little thing, magical thing in the air. Okay, it's just some little ready to be burned up nothing. It doesn't carry nearly the weight that commodities do. Commodities are the underlying, they are the underlying resources to the world. Don't lose sight of that. All right. Let's go look at the weekly. Violated. Not by much, but violated. Look at this. Gold is doesn't even respect the 50 on the weekly. It doesn't care. Doesn't respect it. Has no respect for the weekly 50. It slaps around like it's a little rag doll. Okay? That gold just doesn't care. Brutal. A brutal attack on the 50 week. You know what amazes me is that it's rare that we see the 50 day and 50 week almost the same. It's freaky. You don't see that very often. Back to the weekly. See how that is just below it? I didn't even have to change the circle. It's like just below the 50 week. Go back to the daily. It's just below the 50 day. That doesn't happen too often. Okay. Now this on the daily it is near the zero, but my gosh, once again, can drive. You can sail, I should say, freighter ships through there. Looks like it wants to bounce though. Does look like it wants to bounce. Okay. I wouldn't use the daily chart to make a trade. Just forget about it. Okay, if you're one of those kind of, I'm not this kind of trader. I don't care about prices, not really. But if you absolutely need some type of price, fine. There it is, 1758's down there. Okay, but I don't trade by prices. I think it's a mistake. I trade by, geometry. I make a lot of money trading on geometry. Let's look at the hourly. Wow. Look at last night, guys. Started here. Look at that. You can't ask for better. You absolutely cannot ask for better. Indicators bottoming. SMI bottoming. Rolls over somewhere right around there. What time was that? I don't know. Take it about 6 o'clock my time. Right about there. And then if you want to be like a trader that just wants a lot of certainty. Okay, you wait till about right there. Why right there? Because the MACD says, okay, I'm ready to cross over just on the close, right at the open of this bad boy, about an eighth of the way up that candlestick. When this MACD started getting a little bit of gap in there, oh my gosh, just get in. What was that? 15. You could ride it all the way up to the 50. That was a lot of money made on that candlestick right there. Just understand if you're trading contra trend, meaning the daily and everything else is pointing down. So that's brave trading. I don't recommend that. But there's money there. I recommend, okay, I shouldn't say recommend because I'm not allowed to do that. My opinion, not recommend, but my opinion is it's better to wait till this exhausts and catch this candlestick right here. And if you want to be super safe, you traded all of this candlestick, because this would be the first candlestick that the whole entire candlestick was below the 50, and it started where that one left off. And that is your money maker, that one. And you just repeat the process. It comes down, you get this kind of green candlestick, you get out, because you can see it bottomed, blah, blah. You get out, don't do a thing. Just take it easy. Go take the kids out for ice cream. And then when did you get back in? You got right back in. Let me clean up the screen. This is where a lot of traders get hung up, and they just make bad trades because they get anxious, because money makes people do funny things. Okay, when did you get back in? So you traded all of this candlestick, which by the way was a range of 9, so that's huge money. You got back in on this candlestick. Why? Because you'd be trading with the daily and the weekly and everything else that's pointing down. You're trading with the overall trend. And it's the first candlestick below the 50, and it continued where that one left off, the body. Boom, just traded. And since the MACD fell asleep, okay, you go look at the SMI. You just follow the SMI. Spread it out a little bit. Give it some room to breathe. Watch it. You're just looking at that gap. Oh, the gap starts to close up. Get out. You're done. You're out. You traded this one. You traded this one. You traded this one. And when this one started running out of steam and you could see the MACD was starting to get a little pinchy, that's it. Just get out. You know what, guys? As I finish up this video, I've been trading a long time. Long time. Oh, my gosh. I've been trading 30 years. Okay? And I made a lot of mistakes along the way. And I admit it right here on this video. I made a lot of mistakes along the way. But those mistakes helped me become a better trader. And it took me a long time to understand just how important risk management is. And not to get too greedy. Just lock in the profits. Okay? Lock it in. Use your stop losses. Use your trailing stops. Lock in your profits with trailing stops. Use your stop losses, okay, to prevent any serious losses. Gold on the hourly chart was absolutely monster mash profitable on 4 different candlesticks in this circle. Those 4 candlesticks are about as safe as it gets. All 4 of them, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, all would be trading with the weekly and daily in the same direction they're trading in. And they all were below the 50. That's like super safe, and it's relatively over a short period of time because you're doing it on the hourly chart and you're making the buku bucks. Don't touch another candlestick. This is where you have to learn how to be. You have to be patient and have maturity. Just don't touch them. I still trade this way to this day. I would only trade those 4 candlesticks. I still trade that way to this day. Yes, there's other opportunities. They're there. But you would be trading contra trend. So you better have some I don't want to say anything dirty and nasty on the video. You better have some you better have a good stomach. That's all I want to say, okay? All right. I'm not going to put out a trade alert for gold. This is a 101 learning session right there. You got everything you need to do to trade good on any of these products. Crude oil, gold. I mean, they're all tradable. Okay? Especially the commodities. Guys, crude oil and gold, commodities. If you ask me my opinion, I would rather, if there's opportunity in those products, trade those than those little fly-by-night futures that don't have any real base. They have no base to them. They have nothing that backs them up. They're just paper flying in the wind. All right, that's it for now. Talk to you all real soon again next time.